Hey people! Hello YouTube people. Finally streaming on YouTube for the first time, so that's pretty exciting. Alright, look at that. It's literally the same setup I use for Twitch, but now we're on YouTube. For some reason, Streamlabs isn't letting me sign into the chat, so I might have trouble typing into the chat from Streamlabs, so I have a muted tab of the stream open in case I need to say anything in the chat box instead of just out loud. But hopefully everything is good and set up well. Let me know how the volume is, let me know how it is, because I don't know if it would be different. Obviously, I mean, it's the same setup. I'm using, like, basically the exact same layout and stuff that I used for Twitch last time I was streaming there. But I think I'm going to try to stream on YouTube from now on, since now I'm a YouTube partner. Yes, yippee. And frankly, I just like YouTube better than Twitch personally. And I feel like there's just like more art people on YouTube as opposed to Twitch. Like I feel like Twitch is very game centric and like VTuber like personality centric, and if you don't have a personality like known or like you aren't gaming, like it can be hard to do stuff on Twitch. But I feel like YouTube, I already have my biggest audience here, so I might as well stream here for you guys. I feel like it just makes it easier for me to keep track of one platform as opposed to two when it comes to like video content and stuff. And it's nice because YouTube will actually keep the VODs for more than, 7 days. So if you miss a stream, you can always watch it back. Like, I'm sure somebody's watching this VOD right now, like, after I'm done streaming today. So, yeah. Hopefully it should make for some fun stuff. It'll liven up my queue, so hopefully I'll have more than one video a week, since I'll be doing both my normal posts every week, but I will also be doing, hopefully, at least one stream a week if I can help it. We'll see what my work schedule does. I don't know if that'll be necessarily consistent or true for every week, since my work schedule is pretty erratic, but my hope is that I'll be here and doing some art stuff, and yeah, should be a fun, cute little time. My hope is to get some work done today for making prints for cons and stuff. If you've been following my Ko-fi blog, you might have seen that I've got some conventions coming up this summer, and they're very, like, gaming-centric events for the most part, and one of them, I actually haven't posted about it on social media yet, but I was able to get a table at Pokemon Market, which, is in Holmdel, New Jersey. It's got, like, a whole bunch of, like, Pokemon-centric vendors and stuff. It's mostly a TCG. Oh, sorry for bumping the mic. It's mostly a TCG-focused event, but there's a lot of, like, artists there, too. I used to vend there when they were still, like, a really small thing that happened in the mall, like, a long time ago, and it used to be 50 bucks a table, because it was, like, such a small little event hosted by this small business. But now it's grown into, like, a pretty big, like, art market, Pokemon market, like, fandom market space. It's, like, the one that's going to be happening in July is a 2-day event for the first time in their history, as far as I'm aware, so that's pretty cool. So that's pretty crazy. Um, yeah, I'm pretty stoked. It'll be fun to be back with that staff. I haven't been at one of their events in a while just because I haven't been lucky enough to be able to buy a table, since I, like, went on hiatus for a little while, so hopefully it'll be a lot of fun. And because it's Pokemon centric, and I'm gonna be going to Lake George Games Expo in July as well. It's like a week after the Pokemon Market thing. I'm also going to be going to New England FanCon. So I want to have some, like, Pokemon fandom related stuff to bring to these events, because I feel like I have a decent amount of stuff, but a lot of it's, like, old art, and I feel like I could have more fresh things in my inventory. I want to have some more mini prints, because I really only have a handful of them, and I want to have, like, a few different options for people to choose from. So, yeah, today I'm going to be hopefully getting some of that kind of work done. I'm going to be working on postcard prints, which are going to be, like, 4x6 kind of prints like that. Something that big, maybe. And, yeah, hopefully I can get those done. I would like to be able to print some more of them. I am very, short on cash lately. If you've seen my Ko-fi again, you probably are aware, that I recently had to pay quite a huge, bill for a car repair, which is good. My car feels great. They definitely fixed it up really good. But the unfortunate thing is that it cost like $1,100 for them to fix it, so that really sucks. Because that's a lot of money that I was hoping to, have in savings or like spend on, getting inventory for cons this summer, so it just really blows. So we'll see. Hopefully I can, you know, make that back. So that's maybe, you know, maybe I'll set a super chat goal actually, because this will be my first time actually doing that during a live stream. So that'll be fun. Let's set a goal. We'll do all the colors. I think they'll all count. Let's see if we can get, I'll aim for the, I'll shoot for the stars. Let's see if we can get 20 super chats, in the next, like, 2 hours. It's probably I'll do, and if I do that, I'll draw a Pokemon, and I'll do a poll. Poll for last Pokemon drawn on stream. I think that could be fun. So, yeah, if we get some of that. There it goes. There goes the goal. And it's created. Huzzah! Alright. So yeah, that'll be kind of fun. It's cool being a YouTube partner. I don't have a lot of features unlocked to me. I am probably not going to use the memberships unless something really bad happens with Ko-fi or something. So for now, we're just gonna be doing like the supers is the one thing I have set up. So that means like super chats, allegedly super thanks. To be completely honest, I don't know what super thanks is. Allegedly it's like a thing that like puts a special animation on a video if you use it, but I've never seen it. I've never heard anyone talk about it before, so I don't really know what it is. But I guess if you want to send one my way, it would definitely support me, I think. It's just, you know, it's a mystery to me. But yeah, I'm having some fun here. I wanna make some like nice Pokemon art to sell at these events coming. I'm also I don't know how many of you are in the New Jersey area. That's where I'm based. I'm based in New Jersey, so I'm gonna be doing a lot of things there over the next few months. But I'm gonna be, I don't know how many of you are into this sort of thing, but I'm gonna be at the Cryptid and Paranormal Conference in Princeton. I don't remember the name of the building, but I've linked it on my Ko-fi before, so you can at least find it there if you follow that link. But it's gonna be like a, you know, a con, but instead of like, you know, for anime, it's gonna be for cryptids and stuff. And apparently it's the 4th time they've ever hosted it. It's my first time hearing about it, so I'm lucky I was able to get a table there. It's pretty cool. Yeah, it's just pretty neat. I mean, obviously, if you can tell by all the branding I do on my channel, I'm a big cryptid guy, as you can tell by the fact that I use a Mothman as my mascot. And I just think those little guys are neat, and it's cool being able to, you know, find a community, I guess, that of people that are also cryptid people. So hopefully they like my art there. Hopefully that event goes well. I don't know if I'll be able to order any more inventory than what I already have for the event. So I think I'm gonna make some paintings. They're currently a work in progress off camera over there. Maybe I'll do them on stream. If you guys are interested in watching me paint on stream, maybe I'll do that like on Monday or something if you're interested. So I guess like either say in chat or comment on the VOD if you're interested in seeing a paint stream. That could be kind of a fun thing. I remember back when I was using Palm Street a bunch last summer, I was doing painting on there. But I probably won't be doing too much Palm Street stuff in the future, at least for now, because the platform has a lot of like AI stuff, which is like not great, and I just don't, that like it's very much like a scene for people who like are selling live things like plants and reptiles, which is like awesome for if I want to buy a reptile or something like that. But there's not a lot of people who are out there looking for art on there, even stuff that is like plant or reptile related. So it just doesn't seem like it's the platform where I'm going to find like paying customers, so to speak. So it's a cool community, but I just don't know if it's for my business as much. So I have the account open, but I've like removed all the stuff from the store, so that way like when I bring the inventory that was on there to cons, like, it doesn't get confusing. Like, if anybody orders it, like, I don't have to worry about, like, running out if someone ordered something that I sold out while I was at a convention or something like that. So hopefully that'll be all good. Luckily, Streamlag's honestly not that bad compared to Twitch. I almost wonder, like, if Twitch just sucks for streaming. We'll see, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I do still want to upgrade my computer at some point, but I've changed my Ko-fi goal to be about trying to pay for that car bill instead of the computer, because the car thing is a lot more pressing. And yeah, I do want to upgrade my computer though, so at some point I would love to be able to do that. But it is something that is going to cost me a chunk of change for sure. So we'll see. We'll see how that all goes. But man, I like drawing Pokemon. It's always a little hoot. I'm probably also going to bring like other non-Pokemon stuff to these like gaming and fan things over the summer. But I definitely want to get Pokemon stuff done first because like my first event after this Cryptid thing is going to be a Pokemon-centric event. But I think I'm going to bring like Vocaloid prints because Vocaloid's awesome, and I feel like it's having a serious resurgence in like the past like year and a half or so. Like obviously like Project Voltage is like doing their concerts now, which is like really cool to see. There's also like whatchamacallit, like Flavor Foley is like amazing. I love everything they put out. It's all bangers. It's like crazy how many bangers those three are putting out. So that's really cool. I feel like that has definitely like I've loved Vocaloid this whole time, but I feel like it's like really like fired me up about Vocaloid voice synth music. Seeing their awesome stuff in the past like year or so at this point. So that's pretty neat. It's pretty cool. So I'll probably do like make some print designs maybe today. I'm probably gonna focus on Pokemon stuff today, but maybe I'll make like some Flavor Fully inspired like designs as well today. We'll see. We'll see where my inspiration takes me. Also, if you haven't watched it yet, last night my 100th video on the channel came out, so go check it out, because it's pretty cool. I worked pretty hard on it. It was kind of a pain in the ass to edit, but it was so worth it. At some point, maybe I'll get an editor for, like, video essay type videos, because I love making them. I love, like, writing them. I love saying stuff. I feel like I have a lot to say. But, man, it is a pain in the ass to edit a video essay. And it takes a lot more time than my usual videos do. That's, like, the biggest thing. Especially because I put things out on a weekly schedule, so... Maybe at some point I'll hire an editor, probably just one of my friends, but I guess, I don't know, if you're an editor who happens to see this, I guess let me know. You know, you never know. But I think it would be pretty cool. I want to make more video essay type stuff, probably, less, philosophical than this past one that was like, you know, you should make art. And I really think you all should. Everyone should. Everyone should do at least something. Doesn't matter what. Doesn't matter if you're good. But I think you all should do it. And, like, I want to make other ones, like, I've had it cooking in my mind. I want to do one about Pokemon Coliseum. That's been, like, cooking in my mind for years at this point. Like, since before I really had the channel going. I've had, like, the idea for the Pokemon Coliseum one, so I might do that in the future. But I would definitely, like, want to get an editor for that, I think, because, oh lordy lord, that would be a righteous pain in the ass, I think. But we'll see. We'll see. I don't know what the schedule on any of that's gonna look like. Who knows when I'll put out another video essay, but I think I will make more. Like, it's... The one I just put out is not gonna be the only one on this channel ever. There's definitely gonna be more in the future. Yeah, I'm definitely experiencing less lag streaming to YouTube than I was streaming to Twitch. Cool. That's nice to know. Goddamn Twitch. Like, I'm experiencing a lot less trouble trying to draw these lines. It's still, like, a little laggy, but, like, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. I definitely do want to upgrade my computer, but, you know. Not as urgent as other matters. Maybe if I do well enough at, like, these various conventions and stuff this summer, maybe I'll be able to upgrade a computer, but who knows. Allergies are totally killing me this week, by the way. I don't know about y'all, but yeesh. It is, it's a rough one out there. It's, at least in the northern hemisphere, it's, you know, it's spring up here, and it is, you know, I have a lot of allergies, and it's tough. It's beautiful. The weather's been glorious. But yeesh, I am having a time with it. But at least it's lovely. The weather is, like, wonderful today. It's, like, it's a good temperature. It's pretty sunny. I kind of wish there were more clouds just because I like looking at clouds, but it's a good day. So yeah, it's pretty sweet. I gotta decide what other Pokemon I want to draw for postcards as well, because I want to do like obviously I'm doing like a couple of designs where it's like very much focused on one Pokemon in particular. But I also want to do ones where it's like got more of an ensemble, so to speak, where it's got like multiple Pokemon featured in it, because I think that would be kind of cute and fun. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see where my inspiration takes me today. We'll see. I also had like a terrible headache this morning, which is crazy, but thankfully, after taking some Tylenol, it does seem like it's gone away for now, which is good. So hopefully that stays away. That would be nice. I would like to not have a headache on stream. That would be pretty great. I'm also very lucky that I was able to get all my mods transferred from Twitch to here. Like, they all have... I mean, I would be surprised. Like, I feel like it's more common to have a YouTube account than it is to have a Twitch account anyway, but it's nice to have them all set up, like my same 3 mods. Which maybe I'll have a thing at some point introducing all of them. I think that would be kind of funny. I don't know. I don't know how many people actually know the mods of their community that well. But, I mean, my mods are my friends. Like, they're people I, like, sometimes talk about on the channel. Like, one of my mods is Alex, that's someone I mentioned in my most recent video. He's the math PhD getter. Which, he doesn't have it yet, but he'll be getting it next year, hopefully. So, Alex, if you're watching this, I don't know, either live or as the mod. Hell yeah. Math. But yeah, that's gonna be interesting. I am excited to be doing this by YouTube instead. Because I definitely, at least personally, I prefer YouTube as a platform. Like, I don't watch Twitch that often. And yeah, just, there's a lot of cool people on YouTube that I've found. So I like watching them over there. I've been rewatching a lot of like old Brutal Moose videos lately. That's been a fun little hoot. Those are always like a fun time. He's got such a fun, like, whimsical editing style. It's always very, very silly and amusing, but like in the best way, you know. Oh my god, this line is killing me, man. Also, you guys like that I'm drawing Jirachi while I'm, playing, like, a Hoenn playlist? Thought that would be kind of thematically appropriate. Okay. There we go. I think I could push this a little bit. We'll see. How are we all doing today, gang? Who even is here? I have no idea. I'm like barely looking at the stream or chat at all. I'm very locked in on this drawing. But I hope whoever's here, I hope you're having a good afternoon. It's a Saturday, so I have no idea how many people are free on a Saturday watching YouTube streams, but I definitely wanted to wait until after the video essay was out before I started streaming, because I was like, it's literally my 100th video, and if I put out a VOD, then that's gonna break that whole bit. So, maybe I'll have an outlook in here. It's cute. I like that. We chillin', we chillin'. Love to see it. Whoa, do the mods have, like, numbers? Wait, that's crazy. Oh, no, it's top fan. Oh my god, you get, like, EXP for chatting in the chat. Oh my god, YouTube is so weird. Okay. Well, Hazel, I hope you're enjoying, being, Number one on the leaderboard, I guess. I didn't even realize this thing had a leaderboard. That's pretty crazy. YouTube is a funny, funny place, I think. Not on your screen? Oh, weird. Alright, that's a strange, like, feature, then. Am I the only one who can see that, then? Who can see, like, the chatting stuff? That's, like, crazy. I assume only the top 3 would have numbers, or else things would get quite messy for people who are, like, actually pretty popular and have a lot of viewers on streams and stuff, but that's crazy. Its body a little smaller, because Jirachi has, like, a very small body compared to its head. Yippee! That's crazy. It's there now. Okay, for you. Okay, that's kind of neat. That's crazy, though. I wonder if you have, like, a marking for being a moderator, also. Like, it's hard to tell from over here. So I know on Twitch they have, like, the, like, sword or something. Like, the little icon. Like, hammer for, like, head mod. I'm not sure if there is a similar thing. Hazel, you enjoying the Hoenn music that we got going on? I know you're a real Hoenn head. Maybe I'll redo the face. I think I gotta make the face bigger on this head. Studio, I need you to behave. Alright, there we go. Also, the snake is very, curled up in his little thing right now. He, like, moved when you got up to leave the room. Before I streamed. He, like, is all piled up, very silly style. He's quite a silly little boy, that snake. There's that for now. Let's flip it. I keep tilting it just ever so slightly. That's just how it goes, I guess, sometimes. Pull up my Jirachi reference pictures. Shout out Bulbapedia for always having so many good reference pictures of Pokemon. Where would I be without these guys? They're always supplying good references. It's pretty goated. Oh, okay, it has a shield. Okay. That's pretty cool. I didn't even notice that. Okay, that makes sense. It's a very kind of round and lumpy shield, I feel like. Alright, cool. Cool, cool, cool. Very cool. I know Urklo is busy working today, but I wonder if we could get Alex to join the chat today. That would be kind of cool. Let's see. Let me look at the stream layout. I'm curious, is that a Mothman plush? Yes, it is a Mothman plush. I got this as a gift from my friends. My friends Lexi and Gabriel gave him to me for Christmas, like, 2 years ago, I think. And he's freaking huge. He also has a Shadow Lugia on him. Grab him. Yeah, here's Shadow Lugia also. So good. I love the Mothman so much. I mean, I love the Mothman enough to use it as my mascot. But yeah, I thought this guy would be like a fun stream guy to have, because he's so cute. He's freaking huge. He's just so big. Such a big plush. He's like a great, like, sometimes like I have him at the desk as like something to keep my posture up so I don't lean forward too much. I think that's kind of funny. But yeah, there's that freaking Mothman. He's so good. Very good creature. Big fan. Big fan of that freaking bug. Very excited to bring like Mothman related stuff to that con later in like a few weeks actually, I think. What? The event is gonna be in Princeton. It's gonna be on June 6th. I think it's like 10 to 5 or something like that. It's gonna be fun. You have a small keychain? Oh, that's so awesome. I love this plush so much. I think I might also have the keychain of this Mothman somewhere in this room. Like, so you can see him hanging up anywhere. Maybe he's in another. I do have a lot of keychain plushes from this company, Squishables. They have a lot of like really good bug related stuff. It's banging. It's so awesome that they have so much like good bug stuff and cryptids. So many good creatures. I'm a big creatures guy. I like those little creatures a lot. Mothman is so lovely. Big fan of them. I'd love to get make a Mothman plush fundraiser, you know how a lot of YouTubers do like a makeshift or or YouTubes or something. I'd love to do that, but like make a Mothman plush like the way that I draw the Mothman. I think that would be like so fun to do. Seems like a real hoot. Let's get the little eye markings here. Man, I want to make more charms and stuff too, but charms are like so expensive to print compared to like paper prints and stuff. But I would love to bring some charms to some of these cons this summer. Oh, I love mantises. They're so goofy. They have like such funny faces. I feel like they're so expressive. I love when they like judgmentally like tilt their head and stuff and things. It's just awesome. We have some baby ones that just hatched at my workplace, so we're waiting to see if we get some good adults that we can use in our presentations and stuff. That'll be a fun time. For context, I work in a bug museum. I don't just work at like a random place that has bugs in it. Although that would be kind of cool, wouldn't it? You went to like a Target or something, and they were just like, "Hey, you want to see a praying mantis?" That would be pretty fire, actually. Love working with bugs. It's never a boring day when you work with animals. It's just they're such sweeties. Yeah. Time to start coloring this line art. Let's see. Alright. This should be a good color. Yeah, that's good. Alright. Line art coloring time. Alright. They're so lovely. I love mantises. They're so cute. We have like a big statue of one outside at like the bug museum I work at. And that thing's like so awesome for photo ops. And it's like, I don't know, I feel like a lot of people are like, I don't like bugs. And then it's like, oh yeah? Do you even not like a praying mantis even though they're so awesome and cute and funny? They're like itty bitty centaurs. It's so fun. And they come in all these like different colors and stuff and patterns. I'm a big fan of the ones that look like lumpy lichen. Those guys are pretty great. Or the giraffe mantis. That guy's pretty funny. It's a funny looking bug. So many good ones. There's just so many different types that are just like all so awesome. Truly a great bug family. Just lots of lovely guys. Gotta be one of the goatest arthropods in my opinion. Hopefully those babies we just hatched will grow up nice and strong wishing them the best of luck. Right now, they're all very small. They're, like, literally, like, yay big, 'cause they, like, hatched a few weeks ago, I think. So, I wasn't there when they hatched, but I did come into work, and I was like, oh, I guess there's babies now. Pretty fun. They're so sweet. They've been eating fruit flies very diligently. We'll probably have to separate them so that way they have their own enclosures at some point soon, but they're still little enough that I think it's fine for now. I'll probably see them tomorrow when I go into work tomorrow. Those little guys. Yeah. I'm still experiencing a little bit of lag, but it's not as much as Twitch, so that's good. Not too bad at all, not too bad at all. There we go. Almost done with this wing. Huzzah. This wing too. Almost there. Alright. That's it. Fill in that little gap there. How's everyone's weekend going so far? Are we all doing good? I know it's early into the weekend, but still. Not sure if anyone did anything interesting on a Friday night or anything like that. Alright. I can just color this. This is gonna be pretty quick compared to all the yellow I just did. Not a lot of these little guys. Alright. Slowly but surely, we're getting through here. Go. Almost done with the lines. Now I just gotta fill in the white part, which should be nice and easy. Just change the color of the layer. And we'll do like a... I think it's good. Huzzah. Yeah, Jirachi! I'm excited to have a Jirachi print, hopefully this summer once I get more prints in. Alright, let's leave it here for right now, and let's block in the background a little bit, and then I'll decide how I want to shape this. Hey, everybody. Glad we got some more people flowing in. Nice. Alright. Working on making this Jirachi print. It's going to be a postcard print for hopefully some summer events I'm going to. Let's see, I think we're gonna... We'll make it like here. Let's block in some clouds, I think. Shout out, by the way, I'm always saying this, the brushes by Devin L. Kurtz. Great illustrator who makes really nice brushes. Like, I'm a big fan of her cloud brushes in particular, because they're really good. They go together really well, they mix and match, like, really nicely. You can get, like, a good mix between, like, very stylized or very, like, genuinely pretty realistic clouds. Pretty cool stuff. Big fan. Truly one of my favorites. Really makes blocking in these clouds feel nice and easy. You can get a good texture variety too. There we go. Alright. Alright. Something about added shadows that suddenly makes a cloud look a lot more believable. Like, I feel like few things take shading as well as a cloud does. There we go. Alright. Add some pizzazz to the shadows. There we go. Alright. Gotta adjust myself from my seat. Alright. Let's see. What am I gonna do next? I think I'm gonna shape this a little bit. Put down a multiply layer on top here, and then we're gonna chip away at it. really want to try raising some moths at some point. I have not yet done it myself, but I have some coworkers who have done it. They're so funny. They're a lot of work. You gotta really do a lot of work to feed them and stuff when they're caterpillars, but they're so cute. I know at the museum we've been raising like Luna and Cecropia moths and then like raising them and then releasing them like the day they hatch. So we get like a day to play with them and hang out with them and then let them go out and repopulate and stuff. They're so cute. They're so lovely. I follow a lot of people on Instagram who like raise moths and stuff as pets. They're so silly. I'm a big fan of like the silly noises that the death's head moths make. I love that they squeak a lot. It's really goofy. They're so silly. They are a lot of work though. They can be a little finicky. Like I remember like a couple years ago, my coworker was like, his moths, the caterpillars were so picky they would only eat branches from one tree. Not even like the same species. Like they only liked one tree, so he kept having to go back to the same one because they wouldn't eat the other stuff. And he was like, dang, they're so picky. It's pretty funny. Jumping spiders are so cute. We actually just had one donated to the museum like the other day. Got to set up the little enclosure for the little guy. It's like so tiny. They're so silly. They're so like, I don't know. They're very cat-like as far as spiders go. They're very funny little guys. It's fun to see a spider that's not like an ambush predator. They really behave quite differently from other spiders because of that. Really cute little guys. And there's so many different ones too. Like there's so many different types of jumping spider, and they're all like really pretty too. They're so tiny though. It's awesome. Such little guys. Truly just itty bitty little fellas. I hear they're really easy as pets too. I mean, the one we have at the museum has been very easy to take care of for like the week or so that we've had it. That little guy's been having fun. We have a lot of like fruit flies just showing up a lot, so I've been feeding him that. So that's been a little bit of a nice convenient thing. Very playful too, that little jumping spider. They're so funny. I love the way they like clean their pedipalps and their fangs a lot, so it kind of looks like they're always fidgeting. It's very adorable. They have such big freaking eyes too. It's really funny because like I work mostly with tarantulas at work. So that's what we mostly have, and it's so funny because I feel like they're very similar to each other. But they're also like uh kind of opposites in a lot of ways. Like tarantulas are very classically like an ambush predator type spider. They're very delicate and slow and clumsy, but they're so fuzzy and cute. And then like jumping spiders are also fuzzy and cute, but they have like basically the opposite style of a tarantula. Like they jump, obviously. Tarantulas aren't great at that because they are so delicate and stuff, but they're really such sweet little creatures, all of them. Really do love working with the lovely tarantulas at work. They're so sweet. We have one, a Goliath bird eater tarantula named Uh-Oh. A child named him that. Um, but it's like such a perfect name because he's like scared of everything. He gets like so scared. He like throat poses at the crickets and stuff when we feed him. We're like, hey bud, come on. You're a big spider. Why are you getting so scared? Really a goofy bug, to say the least. Alright. Also, thank you, Leaping Fae, for the purchase. I have no idea what you got, but thanks. Gets a little bit closer to our goal of, making up for that big car bill I had to pay this week. Quite a hefty sum it was. I don't know why I said that Yoda style, but we're just gonna roll with it. Oh god, it's a Christmas remix of one of the town themes. Which town is it? That's a real question. Okay. Slateport. Big fan of high contrast shading. This shit always goes hard. Alright. Soon I'll be able to add the eye highlights, and that'll make this Jirachi look real. I feel like there's a lot of Pokemon with like big dark eyes with like a huge highlight, but I usually add the highlight very close to the end of a process, so it just looks like a bit like a zombie for a little bit. For the entire color portion. It's very silly. Like, I feel like Eevee especially looks crazy without the eye highlights. Can you all believe it that art fight season's coming up kind of soonish? I mean, it's still like 12 months away, but still, it's coming up pretty quickly. Curious what the themes are going to be this year. I don't even remember what the ones, like the nominees were. I remember voting, but I don't remember what any of the nominees were, so that'll be fun. It's gonna be pretty cool. I have a video in the works for like an art fight AMA type thing, so I guess if you have any questions, there's like a forum I linked in one of my community posts about art fight. So if you have any questions about it, like let me know, because I've been doing art fight. This is gonna be my 10th year doing it, which is crazy to be thinking about, but I really haven't doing it that long. So I'll probably like talk about it more in an actual YouTube video. The poll and stuff to get questions, because it'll be interesting, I'm sure. I'm not even sure what I'm going to draw in the background of that video while I'm answering the questions. I might like work on some refs, maybe. That might be the move. Might be good. Plus, they could be good for commission examples too, so maybe that's what I'll do, is work on that. That's what I did last year for my art fight video. I was working on references. So I suppose we shall see. There we go. There's a sparkly little Jirachi. Alright. Check that out. Alright. Now I gotta finish this background up, because it's still kind of only partly done. Stars in here. I saw that Glitch put out a new pilot yesterday. I haven't watched it yet though. I still have to actually watch the Knights of Guinevere pilot. I've been meaning to for ages, and I still haven't done it. I need to sit down and watch some of their stuff for real. It's all good, I just need to actually remember to watch it. Alright, there we go. Some texture on these clouds, I think. I think that would be good. There we go, that'll add some texture. Add some dust effects, you know I love some particle effects. They're always fun to add. Don't lag on me, Clip Studio. At some point I gotta get back to streaming Tomodachi Life, because I have that stream island I want to do more progress on, because I think that would be kind of fun. Not what I wanted. There we go, that's a little more like it. There we go. Alright, there we go, there we go. I think that's good. Huzzah. Alright. Way down on the opacity. It adds just a little bit. But what it does add is good. Let me draw. There we go. Huzzah. Alright, check that out. I think that's gonna be it for this one. Alright, let's get the signature on there, export everything. Then I can work on another drawing. Alright. There we go. Right, there we go. I'll put this more in the middle so it's less likely to get cut off by printing stuff. Alright, that should be good. Alright, time to export everything so we get a JPEG of it. There we go. Get a PNG, and we'll get a time lapse. There we go. Huzzah. Waiting for that to load now. Huzzah. Alright, now I gotta decide what Pokemon I'm gonna draw next. Alright. That's the real question. What am I gonna draw next? Let's see. I'm gonna make some decisions. I feel like for the table, I want to strike like a balance between like Pokemon that are pretty like unambiguously popular and some like deep cuts, because I think, you know, if there's ever a time to get a Pokemon, like some kind of merch related to a Pokemon that is less popular, it would be like at a fan event where maybe someone would make it for it. So I think it's time to go to the good old-fashioned list of every Pokemon by National Dex page that I have bookmarked. Alright, let's see. Who am I gonna draw? There's a lot of options, obviously. Lots of choices. At some point I want to design more sticker sheets too, but those are also kind of expensive to make. But they're so cute. Let's get a new canvas up. Hmm. Yeah, maybe I'll do like Snom and Frosmoth. That could be cute. Alright. I think it might be fun to do something like... Thinking about, like, there's like a Snom who's like, yay. Maybe another one who's like sitting here like sleepy style. Back here he's like standing up. I think that'd be kind of cute, right? Have the moths hanging out. Little moth family. Frostmoth is pretty underrated. Like, I feel like Snom's really popular, but Frostmoth is actually a really nice looking moth Pokemon. I guess it's just got such a cute baby form that people are like, wow, Snom. And to be fair, Snom is, like, peak. But man, Frostmoth's really good too. It's so, like, chunky. I'm always saying this at work, but I feel like bugs are at, like, their cutest when they're, like, really fat and or round. Moths, like, really hit that for me. There we go. There we go. That's cute, right? Its wing patterns are deceptively difficult to do. Get our whole moth family in here. Huzzah. There's the family. Temporal lines. Alright. On our time. Frostmoth's so underrated, it's so good. Is Frostmoth based on... I feel like it probably is. I think, Snom is supposed to be based on a specific, like, caterpillar. I forget the name of it, but it literally looks like a gummy worm, basically. But I've always thought of Frostmoth as kind of being like a Lunamoth, personally. I feel like the, shiny really looks like a Lunamoth, because it's, like, green-ish. So in my heart, it's like a type of silk moth. For sure, but I don't know if that's true. It might be based on a very specific species that I'm just not thinking of, but to me, I think Frostmoth is probably Lunamoth adjacent. Yeah, I don't know. Let me actually look. I have the Bulbapedia page open. Let's look at what it has to say about Frostmoth. What does it say? Frostmoth, blah 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 blah. It may draw inspiration from the Oraturix genus of moths. Oh, the snow swallowtail moth. You know, that makes sense. And it's shiny, looks like a moon moth. Yep, that makes sense. Very cool. Alright. Let's see. Let's look at the Wikipedia page for this moth. Okay. Yeah, this is the moth, I guess. It's this guy. I can take a look at the look. That makes sense, because then looking at the stripes, that makes sense that would be that. Yeah, that looks to be the kind of moth that it is. That's pretty cool. What a cute creature. Very cool. Big fan of these guys. They're just so cute. Such cute bug Pokemon. Such cute bugs. Such good little sweeties. It's so funny that Frostmoth has like these huge eyelashes. It's pretty awesome. It kind of makes it look like it has an extra pair of antennae. There we go. always forget that Frostmoth has this little gem on its head. It's cute. Have y'all ever seen Frostmoth's paws? It has little paws, like, under this zone. It's, like, got its hands folded up. But it's got, like, itty-bitty little paws. They're so cute. Very good Pokemon. On all fronts. Just such a banger. Lots of nice, satisfying lines in this design. Nice and fun and swoopy, kinda, you know? Draw. Although a little tricky, also. Slowly but surely, we're making it through these lines. So, time for snobs. Oh, snob. What a cute bug. Look at those little legs. Truly peak. Very, very good bug Pokemon. They almost look like a Tamagotchi at this angle. There they are. Maybe I'll make one of these guys shiny. I think that would be kind of cute. There we go, blending that out. We'll get a nice texture. to color in these lines? A lot of line work. those shadows. Time to add some zest to shadows. Hey there, welcome. Sorry if I'm a bit quiet, I'm very locked in. Working on some Pokemon prints for some upcoming conventions. This Frostmoth and Snowball is coming on pretty nicely. Blending out the highlights right now. Alright. The standing slabs. Yeah, they're standing up being cute. Alright. I think that might be it for this one. Maybe I'll put like a small something right here. There we go. Huzzah. Let's get the logo on here and export this, and I think we're done. Alright, there we go. Man, drawing this makes me really miss the winter weather. Oh well, winter will be back eventually. Just got a few months to go. I'll enjoy summer while it's here. Wait for this stuff to export. Alright, I think that's gonna be it. Whew, got a lot of work done today. Got some prints done, very cool. Yeah, pretty fun little thing we got going on. Thanks y'all for coming to the first YouTube stream. It's not so different from what I used to do on Twitch, but still pretty cool to do it over here, where most of you guys are anyway, so it works out, I think, for the best. If you want to support me, feel free to go check out my Ko-fi, especially because I have that big car bill I still gotta try to recoup the costs from, so if you want to support, go check that out. My commissions are on sale for like a week, so if you want to check out my VGen, go do that too if you want a commission or something. Other than that, I think got some good work done today. I might come back on Monday, I'm thinking. I might do either a regular old stream like this, or I might do a painting stream. We'll kind of see what happens. So maybe Monday I will stream again sometime in like the morning, I think. Morning EST time. So we'll see what happens. We'll see if I'll be able to do that. That's when I think I'm gonna stream next. It's gonna be Monday. So thank you all for hanging out for this one. It was a very quiet one. I know I was very quiet. I was very locked in on this piece. So yeah, I'll hope to see you guys with another one soon. Thank you all again for joining for the first one. Thank you if you're watching the VOD. Thank you for doing that. I have no idea how popular the VODs are going to be, but if you're watching it, thank you.